Hey everybody, I just want to talk about what I think will be the mental health trends in the next 50 years. And so hopefully we can use this and go back and see if I was accurate or not. But I do want to say that I'm basing these opinions on all the literature that I'm reading and have read over my 25-year career, even though I've been interested in this. Actually, that's really short. It's probably more 35 year, but I've been teaching for 25. So we'll take a look at this in maybe 5 years, see where we are, but I don't think anything I mention is going to just blow you away. I think a lot of this is going to make sense. Number one, AI augmented therapy. I don't think AI is going to do away with real life human behavioral health specialists, but I do think it's going to help augment so that folks can perhaps use a bot or use an app that's going to help them remember cognitive restructuring, goal setting, what they're striving for, maybe broadening perspectives and so forth. Precision mental health in general, being able to, and then again, this is kind of with AI as well, but being able to tailor interventions specifically to the individual based on their demographics, race, ethnicity, and all the intersections in their lives so that we can be a lot more precise in what treatment is most effective for them. Psychedelic assisted therapy. Number three, psychedelic assisted therapy. Again, that's probably no surprise. We're going to see more with MDMA, ketamine, psilocybin, and so forth. And I think we're well on the way there. Fourth, trauma-informed therapies. Probably no surprise there, but we're going to see that all therapists are using trauma-informed strategies. I've got several videos on that, and it just makes sense. Number five, VR exposure. So we're going to wear the headsets and so forth and maybe help people particularly experience certain events in a what feels very real, but they know it's still very safe setting before taking it out into the real world. So this could perhaps help with folks that are dealing with OCD, and we know that response and exposure is a very good treatment there, exposure response therapy. But it could also be just for like public speaking and being able to do that in what feels very real but safe, and then they can go out and do that in a real world. All right, number six is integrated behavioral health care, and probably makes sense that we're doing that. I am working on a book now. I've got another contract for a book on integrated care, and I'm looking for strength-based interventions. So if you would like to comment on how integrated care has helped you, or any stories related to, man, I was getting mental health care, but it wound up being asthma, or I was getting treated for something that wound up being more anxiety and depression. I would love to hear those stories. Okay, let's see. We are at number seven, I think, in peer-led and community support. One of the reasons I don't think AI is going to take away from behavioral health is related to peer and community support is that we're going to have to train peer folks to provide services, particularly in the rural areas, because there is a shortage of mental health providers. So that's just going to continue. I think that's a positive thing, obviously. Climate and eco-anxiety is going to continue to be a problem. I think we're going to see stronger and more frequent storms, whether it's hurricane or tornado, potentially ice up in the north, flooding, and so forth. So we're going to have more packaging of how we immediately help to provide folks who've been displaced and experienced this type of eco-trauma. Early childhood prevention. We just know basically from ACEs studies and others that it's going to be important to reach children as fast as we can when we know that they have experienced different traumas, and we know how important that is to do that. Now, you may say, that was only 9, Russ. The 10th I'm going to say is kind of related to one with precision mental health. It's just lifestyle psychiatry. And what's meant from that is that the wearable devices telling us about our sleep, our breathing pattern, pulse rates, maybe even nutrition habits, the number of steps we get. I think that will be brought into kind of more mainstream mental health treatment so that we can use that to give clients feedback in the real time, in the real moment of how coping skills and exercise help. But then also to help tailor more precision mental health. So that one's related. All right, I look forward, those are our 10, and I look forward to hearing what your thoughts are on that, and we'll monitor this throughout the years. All right,